today is the story of your 499th marathon.
Yeah.
What's the story?
Well, the story is, let's see, 29 years ago I ran my first ever marathon back in my hometown of Coventry. And at the end, when I crossed that finish line, I said, never, ever, ever will I run a marathon again. And here I am, 499 marathons later. It's just, what I realised was, after I ran my first marathon, I did lots of different distances. I enjoyed my running. And but it was always the marathon that attracted me to, that was always the event that I really enjoyed, the atmosphere, the camaraderie with the other runners. I just find that great. And just the challenge really of that distance. I just think it's the ultimate athletic challenge really for, for the Olympic Games and that. I realised I wasn't going to be the fastest runner in the world. I was never going to be a 2:10 runner. So I decided to set myself a different set of challenges. And the three challenges I set myself was to be the youngest person to run 100 marathons, which I did in 1990, aged 28. And then in 1992, I broke the world record for running the most marathons in a year, which I did 87 marathons in 1 year, and that was a world record that stood for about 10 years. But the lifetime dream really has been all about running 500 marathons before my 50th birthday, and I'm 2 years early. But not just running 500 marathons, but running them at an average speed of sort of around, well, under 3.5 hours. And at the moment, my average time for all 499 marathons is 3 hours 18 minutes. So if I don't have a disaster next week, I'll hopefully have the title, the world title of the fastest 500 marathons by an individual athlete, which I'm going to take to Guinness and say, there's a record for you. So that's the plan, and I suppose will I rest after that? No, because out of the 500 marathons I've done 430 something under 3:30, and what I want to do is get to 500 sub 3:30s by the time I'm 50 in 2012. So that'll keep me going to 2012. Then I might hang my shoes up then.
And today, what was your time today?
3:14 and 55 seconds today, so that's good. I like to keep them around the 3:15 time. It keeps my average times good. So. Have
you run more marathons in Holland?
Yeah, not for a while, but going back a few years, I've ran in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Enschede, Apeldoorn, Rennen.
That's quite a few already.
It's nice and flat in Holland. It's good. you can run some good times, so that's good.
But then, if you run, like next week, it will be in Ireland. If you run the marathons in different countries, you have a regular job during the week.
I do work full time. Yeah, a lot of people find that hard to believe. And it is tough at times, keeping, you run your family, your home, and your full-time job and running, but, running's probably my only main interest, apart from relaxing, which I get to do occasionally. But yeah, I mean, I have to pay for the trips, and, I don't really get sponsored for the trips. I get sponsored for my drinks and for nutrition, but, that's it really. So, it can be hard. But I just think it's good, that you don't have to be... What's been nice is to be able to achieve something as an ordinary runner. Not, you don't have to be an Olympian to achieve things. I think it's nice that you can achieve, ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things if they put their mind to it. And for me, it'll be a good thing to look back on when I'm old, and I'll be telling my grandchildren, when they're taking the mickey out of me, that, well, guess what your granddad did all those years ago. That's kind of special to to actually look back on in life. So.
But the media started following you. What's kind of the strangest question they have asked you?
Strangest. Well, everybody asks why. I mean, it's a funny question. Why? There's so many reasons why. I love running, but I've made loads of friends all around the world through running. I love the atmosphere and the camaraderie at these events. Visited a lot of places that I wouldn't have gone to if it hadn't been for the racing. And just the challenge of it, I just think life's for living, life's for setting yourself goals and challenges. Keeps you going, keeps you motivated, and at the end of the day, I suppose, we have an amazing. The body, I think, is an amazing machine, and you don't know. You don't feel alive until you do this sort of thing, until you do something, challenging, and I think that makes you feel good. You realise just how powerful your body is, and it's lots of reasons why I do this. So people still think I'm crazy, but why do people do anything in life?
But then I read something else, because you're now talking about your body, but you also like fast food.
Well. You know what? Somebody interviewed me a long time ago, okay, and they said, what about your diet? What sort of things do you eat? And I say, I do eat well. I eat the good foods. I eat fruit, veg, and I eat whatever. And they said, do you not eat any rubbish then? And I said, well, occasionally I'll have a McDonald's or a chocolate or a curry. Who doesn't? And because I said that, the headline was, multi-marathon runner does it all on fast food, and I don't. That was a bit of misreporting there, really. It's I like the odd curry, the odd pizza, the odd bit of chocolate, but I'm not a junk food fan.
So you're not running straight away to the McDonald's?
No way, no.
But you're from Great Britain, right? They eat like a kind of like breakfast with a lot of fat in, like eggs and scrambled eggs and those kind of stuff. You do that?
Not very often. No, I eat sensibly. I have cereal, wholemeal bread, fruit, yogurt. That's my normal breakfast. Every now and then I'll treat myself to the fry up. If that's what you mean, the good old English fried breakfast. But that's a special treat. Maybe 2 or 3 times a year. But you're right. Lots of people do that, and they put a bit of weight on.
Last question, is there an athlete or a sportsman that you admire?
Oh gosh, my favourite all-time hero is Haile Gebrselassie. Amazing athlete, and he's proved himself over all different distances, and he's just an awesome, and he's a really genuine, lovely person as well. Very down to earth, and that's what I like. It's nice to see that, and then he lets his running do the talking, and phenomenal athlete. And he's always been. There's loads of people I admire, but he's the best. So.
The very last question. Next week you will be running the 500th marathon, and it will be at what place?
Sorry?
Where are you going to run next week?
500 marathon will be on the Galway coast of Ireland, and it's the Connemara Marathon. It's probably not that well known in the world, but it's a beautiful marathon. Run by lots of nice Irish people, and they know how to celebrate in Ireland, and maybe next week I'll have a few Guinnesses when I've finished to celebrate. So yeah, no, it's going to be good.